sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the home of the Cardinals, State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Minnesota Vikings and the Arizona Cardinals. Mike Tirico, Greg Oates, and welcome to this game. Jake Moody going to get it started. And off we go from Arizona. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. McCarthy now going to start with a pass. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for T.J. Hawkinson on that one. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Back in the day, Mike, you know how they decided who played offense and who played defense? The guys who caught the ball better played offense, and the guys who couldn't play defense. And now, that's obviously not the case anymore. But this is one of those that still gives defensive players a bad rap.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. We'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
Every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
Third down and 3. McCarthy from the gun here on 3rd down. He's got his man. It's Jefferson. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. A pickup of 21 on that connection. 1st down, Minnesota.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
He'll run. This is Jordan Mason. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. Ty Felton, the intended receiver that time. Now it's going to be third down.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one, and you just can't throw the ball out of bounds. Give your receiver a chance to go up and compete for the ball, but when you miss that far wide, he's got no shot.
They need to get it to the 27. This is third down.
Let's go.
From the gun, here's McCarthy. He'll get this over the middle to Jefferson. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on fourth down?
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
On fourth down, it's Will Riker time for this Viking field goal. This a 46-yard attempt. Riker's kick is good. And the Vikings are out to an early 3-0 lead.
And that's a good drive right out of the gate. They're able to make some plays, move the ball down the field. I know they didn't get a touchdown, but that is a good positive result.
3 points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. Here's Darius Davis to return it. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
They'll run first carry of the game for Trey Benson. And he's going to be taken down at the 37. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for first and 10. Again, it's Benson. And he'll work his way past the 40. He's tackled after a gain of 4.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
From the 41, here's second and 6. Off the play fake. Here's Murray. That's caught by Smith on the right side. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. A gain there of 20. It's good for a Cardinals first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
From the 39, here's a first and 10. Murray going to hand this to Benson. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
34-yard line. Here's 2nd and 5. Plan. It's Murray. Moving outside the pocket. Throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete. Jonnu Smith, the tight end. Man, he was looking for there. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
They do a really nice job defensively there, Mike, of not giving him a clear running lane once he broke the pocket. So now he's trying to test his luck, extend this play as a passer, but to no avail.
Third down, they need 5. Working out of the gun, Murray. He'll get that complete to Harrison. Give him 14 on that one. It's an Arizona 1st down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Quick throw, caught by Johnston on the RPO. And he's into the end zone. Quentin Johnston. Touchdown, Arizona. That touchdown number 1 for him on the year. Now Jake Moody for the extra point. His kick is good, and the Cardinals move out to a 7-3 lead. So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Out to Jefferson. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Throwing on 2nd down is McCarthy. That's into the hands of Jordan Mason. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this 1st quarter. So they'll talk over what to do on this 3rd down play as we have hit the end of the 1st quarter. The Cardinals have the early edge in this one. Greg and I back here in Glendale after this. Don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. They'll try to sneak it here. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first, as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. Brought down, short return, and they'll take over there.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Jackson. And they'll gain about 6 there as it's up past the 35-yard line.
37-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd down and 4. Working from the shotgun, it's Murray. Going right, that's Johnston. Remember, he had the touchdown on the opening drive, and here on drive 2, he gets a first down with that catch.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Hey. From the shotgun, it's Murray. That's complete. It's Tank Dell. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 43-yard line.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 3. Off the play fake, here's Murray. That's taken in left side by Smith. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15. It is a big gain for Arizona. And even 30 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. Straight ahead, they go with Benson. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. They go play action with Murray. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Kyler Murray, touchdown Cardinals. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Moody's extra point is good. And the Cardinals extend their advantage to 14-3.
Vikings 3.
So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. McCarthy now to throw on 1st and 10. That's caught by Jefferson on the right side. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
Just a really good play design that time, Mike, from the offensive offensive coordinator, they match up one of the most explosive playmakers in the NFL with a hook curl defender, and he's just not able to match up with one of the best route runners in the league.
2nd and inches. In motion, it's Jefferson. McCarthy to the air on 2nd down. On the run to the right. Taking this one downfield for Hawkinson. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. A gain there of 27 yards.
That's just such a tough throw. I mean, that's all arm. Being able to get your body turned and throw back across your body. I mean, it's one thing if you're just throwing it a couple yards to a check down. But in this case, he's still willing and able to push the ball downfield. And it does come some danger when you throw back across. But in this case, it's a big completion.
On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. There's Jefferson, and he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. To throw once more. Here's McCarthy. And he's in. High Felton. Touchdown, Vikings.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. The quarterback expected his target to be at a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Reichert out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. Davis now to return it. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Murray. Yep, the man Johnston. He's got it. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 23-yard line.
Now a 2nd down throw for Murray. That's caught downfield by Smith. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line. It is a big gain for Arizona. And even 50 yards.
There's a lot of factors that make this play so successful, Mike, and clearly the ability of this tight end to not only find the open space in the defense, but then after the catch to turn into a runner. That is very rare at the tight end position. We're seeing it more and more often, though, over the last couple years. And then the accuracy of the quarterback to not only deliver the ball to the open receiver, but to do it in a way that allows him to comfortably turn into a runner and not have to slow down and pick up those extra yards after the catch.
They get 24 on that one. Just like that, it's 1st and goal.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. It's such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game, and they're knocking on the door here, 1st and goal. At the very least, got to come away with some points.
So it took just 3 plays, but just like that, they have 1st and goal. Benson is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Moody now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Cardinals are out to a 21-10 lead.
Vikings 10.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the 1st half. And the kickoff's coming their way. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
They send a receiver in motion left. Throwing here on 1st and 10 is McCarthy. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. The intended receiver was Justin Jefferson. And it'll be 2nd down. He'll send the receiver in motion to the left. On 2nd down, here's McCarthy. That's going to be incomplete. The coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down. Receiver in motion, headed left. To the air on 3rd down is McCarthy. He'll let this go deep for Jefferson. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Benson. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this 1st half of play.
Will Reichard to kick off for the Vikings.
Pretty interesting 1st half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this 2nd half gets underway. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Play action now. It's Murray. That's caught by the tight end Smith. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That's good for 20 37 and a first down.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
On first down, Murray will get this complete left side to Johnston. And they finally catch up with him, but it's a big play, taking it into the red zone. That is 2 big pickups to start the drive. 32 on the latest.
We see so many wide receivers in today's NFL that almost resemble more of a running back style. When they get the ball in their hands, not only are they able to pick up big yards, they're able to fight through tackles and make people miss. That's an element that a lot of offenses are searching for. Takes a lot of pressure off the quarterback.
Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. Another catch there for Johnston. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Second down and 3. Quick throw there on the RPO is broken up. And no time to get the separation there. And the incompletion is going to bring up 3rd down.
He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. But guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not. And you get paid to make the difficult catches. And I would classify that one as tough, but you got to make that catch.
To the goal line and in. Marvin Jr. Touchdown, Arizona.
You can just see the comfort, Mike, that this offense continues to play with. The early momentum in the first half has carried here after the break, and you can see this group just slowly starting to pull away.
Now I'm thinking, Greg, about the guys on the other side. You're waiting at halftime, that other offense waiting to get back on the field. What happens? They come right out, extend the lead, and now the task gets a lot tougher for this second half. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. He'll get this over the middle to Jefferson. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. 6 catches for him in the ballgame now. This one's good for a first down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. That one incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. He's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
From the gun, here's McCarthy. He'll find his rookie wideout from Texas. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. A pickup of 15 in the air. It'll be a Vikings first down. Throwing again is McCarthy. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
Try again. It's 2nd and 10. To the air once more is McCarthy. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
We see this offense just continue to search for a spark. It's just this entire game, their execution's just been a little bit off. And now here in the second half, they find themselves down by multiple scores. They're going to have to connect on one or two of these big plays if they want to find themselves back in this one.
After back-to-back incompletions, they now face 3rd down and 10. They'll fake the give, and now it's McCarthy. He's got a receiver. It's Addison. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far. That one gives them a first down.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on 3rd down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to. And certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
Here's Hawkinson in motion. A run. And here's Mason. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even a debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run. There's no holes for the back to find. And all these zero or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots.
Throwing on 2nd down is McCarthy. And the Vikings are going to be looking at a 1st and goal. They move it down to the 4.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
Well, a chance to get right back in it here. 1st down and goal.
Cougar 19.
From the shotgun, it's a throw for McCarthy. And he's going to be swallowed up, taken down, sacked back at the 5.
Feels like they needed that sack this entire drive, it feels like the defense was really on their heels. The offense was taking it to them really however they wanted to. So to be able to take a deep breath now, disrupt the rhythm of the drive by getting that sack, that might go a long way now to allow them to get off the field.
To throw, it's McCarthy. This one caught the 4.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
They'll look to throw for it with McCarthy. That one, take it in, middle of the end zone. T.J. Hawkinson, touchdown Minnesota. Tight spaces down there, things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
Will Reichert to kick off for the Vikings.
Reichert out now following the touchdown as he kicks this one away. On the return, here comes Davis. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line. To stop it here, we have an injured Viking to tend to. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Play action. It's Murray. Throw on the run is complete. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. So both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33. Hey. On the ground, Benson begins the 4th quarter. And he finds some space after a gain of 7 on 1st down. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Working out of the gun, Murray. Exiting the pocket right. He's going to run it. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. He'll get a dozen out of that one. Scrambling his way to a 1st down.
Anytime the quarterback has the ability to extend the play with his legs, it just puts so much pressure on the defense. Here you are thinking you have all the routes manned up, there's nowhere to go with the ball, and next thing you know, he breaks the pocket, and he's able to pick up the 1st down.
That'll be caught. It's Alvin Kamara. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Second down, they need 3. They go play action now. Murray. That one out wide for Kamara. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
Inches. That one caught by Smith. His fifth catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
That might end up being the backbreaker right now. This defense desperately needed to get off the field and give their offense a chance to cut into this two-score lead. But instead, they now got to defend a fresh set of downs. And as you look up at this clock, they might be running out of time.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Murray gonna fire this one out to Harrison. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. A run with Benson. And he's taken down, but they are in business. This sets up 1st and goal.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
Murray now to throw on 1st down. Here's a screen set up to Benson. And a good job there heading him in. They get it to the 8-yard line. It's a gain of a yard.
So anytime you decide to blitz, the hope is that the secondary can hold up long enough to allow the extra pressure guys to get to the quarterback. But when you don't get to the quarterback and he's able to get the ball on time and in rhythm, there are holes in the back end, and they're able to pick up the 1st down.
The ball still at the 8-yard line for 2nd down and goal. They'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And this throw out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Marvin Harrison Jr., the intended target. Now they'll be looking at 3rd and goal.
And while he didn't connect for the touchdown, what I really liked, Mike, was that he kept his eyes downfield as he left the pocket. Once he saw something that he did like, he ripped it without hesitation. They just got to find a way to get on the same page in these scramble drill moments.
Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. Picked off by Alohi Gilman. And he's going to be taken down, but a nice return up past the 35-yard line.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
They'll come up for 1st and 10. To throw is McCarthy. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play. And a 1st down. They've got all 3 timeouts left, but need to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Now McCarthy. That is taken in by Felton. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. 2 nice play calls here to kick off the drive. 15 more on that one.
And these are the moments in the game, Mike, where you need your best players to come through and make their presence felt. And that's exactly what he does there. Picks up a nice reception, good chunk of yards, and they keep their hopes alive.
Here we go. Set. 19 tight. 19 tight. 19. Go.
On 1st down, here's McCarthy. That's to the left side and taken in by Jefferson.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Play action now. It's McCarthy. To the middle of the field. Taken in by Addison. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first. They'll stop it. Just over 40 seconds to go in this one. They have 2 timeouts, but not much time. Down 2 scores as we get to 1st and 10. To throw once more. Here's McCarthy. He is hit before he can get rid of it. And down he goes. Jordan Furch getting in there for the sack. Number 3 on the year for him.
The defensive coaches, they preach all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
McCarthy to the air on 2nd down. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9. And 3rd down. Coming up. That's the second charge timeout for Minnesota. They get it with 19 seconds left on the clock. What about this crowd getting even louder before 3rd and 10? Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. His pass, right side, going to be caught by Addison. And we'll get whistles and a timeout, so they will stop the clock. Closing seconds, game decided, but timeout anyway. So now, out comes the field goal unit in this pressure spot. This to get back to a 1-possession game. And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And they are indeed back within 1 score.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Davis now to return it. Now an opening past the 30. And he will not make it the distance. Little fireworks on the final play of this one as the game is over. So it's a win for the Cardinals. They bounced back from the loss last week. They will put in a determined effort to come away with the victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Grego. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win here in the desert.